Asuu strike is politically motivated to stop Tinubu in 2023. Drainage advisor Joe Ibokwe. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Joe Ibokwe, a chieftain of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC in Lagos State on Tuesday, said the strike embarked upon by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, Asuu, is politically motivated. Earlier, we reported that Asuu on Monday extended its ongoing strike. Asuu has been on strike since February 14, and despite the federal government saying it had taken all possible steps to end industrial action, university students in Nigeria are still at home. It is now absolutely clear that Asu's strike is politically motivated. Ibokwe, the special advisor for drainage and water resources to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, wrote on his known Facebook page. It is now obvious that you are working for the People's Democratic Party. Their deliberate, dubious attempt to stop the All Progressive Congress, but they will fail. So Joe Ibokwe is coming out to tell people who are kindergartens, who are in basic primary school, even basic primary school students knows that this thing happening, what Asuu is fighting for, Asuu is actually not there. It is not a selfish fight. It is not so that the government will give us this money and we put it in our pocket. It is so that we are going to have good educational system. That is not the story I want us to go. So they want us to believe, or maybe they are talking to people who have not seen civilization before, or we don't even know what good life is all about, or what good educational system is. Joe Ibokwe is coming out to tell us that it is politically motivated. Bravo! And you know what? Some people will believe this. And that is why I keep saying, I beg, go not beside the verse full. I dey ask sometimes, Baba go there, I beg. Why you join us with people who go reason like this? Because I don't get it. You don't go your school devoid of strike. Do you know once upon a time there was in the history of a country there was no strike? You go to school, oh, let me give us a little bit of history. Once upon a time, things were so good. You are working, they pay you allowance for work, allowance for clothing. I'm telling you, you were working, they give you wardrobe allowance, they give you transport allowance, they give you feeding allowance. As in, you are going home and you know everything is already settled. You won't save money, you won't plan as to go use marry wife in how many years, you won't plan as to go use build a house, everything is. You want to build a house, there is mortgage. What are you telling me? And the APC came. Not entirely, they did not came and remove those things. They came and took us to somewhere that is worse. And they are even coming out to brainwash. Oh my goodness. See, if you don't have anything to say, permit me to say, why don't you keep quiet? Joe Ibokwe is actually coming out now as people will be saying we be KG children. We don't know what's in the good educational system. We don't know what Asuu they do. We don't even know the full meaning of Asuu. We just know say Asuu might be a problem. Now wow. The question is whether if it is politically motivated back then during the Goodluck Jonathan administration, and if that be the case, then this could be a payback period. Is APC not in charge of a government? It therefore means the All Progressive Congress is incompetent of their leadership. The thing is that it is not in any way politically motivated. Let me now give us the scenario. I've given us 101 or 1001 scenarios of this issue, but I'll keep giving. Asuu is just like a child who tells his or her father, Papa, I want to pay my school fee. I need to pay my school fee. And this particular child, you have told your father that you need to pay your school fee, you want to pay your school fee, but your father is telling you that he does not have money. And now you say, Papa, they said they would send us out of school, and you are still telling your child, I do not have money. When I have the money, I will pay for your school fee. They send you out of school. You sit in half on the first day before, from a day you stayed at home for 1 week, for 2 weeks, and become a month. You've stayed at home for more than a month, and then somebody comes to your father and tell your father that he needs to borrow money. and your father counts his money and gives to this person, what will you see your father as? At that point in time, you are going to believe that your father has had all this money for a very long period of time, and he has refused to give you that particular money. And he has refused to give you that money. Look, I don't want to, you're going to rebel. That is what Asuu is doing. They said there was no money. They gave Niger Republic 1.1 billion naira. They said there was no money. There's actually one project going on where they gave these herders. It's a project where herders get to, they are given land and you give these people money. And you are telling Asuu you don't have money to give to them. You are saying Asuu, you are borrowing to evil fund project. What is supposed to be Asu's problem? Whether I like it or not, education remains one of the projects you cannot sweep under the carpet. Without education, you cannot have human development. If you like, do infrastructure, build hospitals, build schools, and you don't develop the humans who are there, I tell you, it is going to collapse. Those things you built, they are going to collapse because you did not develop humans, that you did not develop the people there. That is how it feels. So sometimes whenever I hear people come out, and the thing is, people coming out to say it, that people who are supposed to be rational about it, come out and they say things, and I'm like, now wow. The way they come out and they say these things, and you're asking yourself, wait, what do they even take us for exactly? How can sensible Nigerians look at this man and think he's responsible? What are his contributions to the growth of Nigeria apart from cleaning Lagos gutters? Even the cleaning, I've not seen him come out to even give any rational or reasonable advice to say, oh, this is what is going to avoid flooding, or in this particular state where we say I day. None. Nothing person will not go hear from these people, especially this man. At the end of the day, Nigerians, I thank God that a good number of us, where they want us to be is not where we are. Unfortunately, we now know a whole lot of things and know that there is more to life and we can actually have good governance. Now, not to complain much on this issue, but we should just make sure that this does not repeat itself. If you have somebody whose goal is to make Nigeria better, certainly I want to believe that there's some people who are not even going to be sitting in some positions. Why? Because those people, I'm not sure say they even get pass mark. If you want to screen them really and say they are supposed to be here, they're supposed to be there. Nigerians, we can't complain, but rather we can do something better. How do we do? Let us make sure next year we'll pick somebody who will also pick, and in return pick people who understands, the pains of us, the pains we are passing through, and will vote in somebody who is better. All right, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.